call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy Dtlf back on another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Hawks at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time today. So follow over on Playback if you guys want to tune in and tap in for the watch party, man. You guys know me and the fellas over there, we're going to be having a hell of a time watching this game. Hopefully we get that win. But how y'all doing today, man? Hopefully everybody's doing good. What up, Search? Good to see you, man. Quicksilver. I know today is crucial and it's nerve-wracking for sure. I mean, there's so many things going on here today. Also, I might have something that might piss you guys off. But look, before I share this report with you guys, just know that every front office makes mistakes, okay? There hasn't been a single one, not a single one that doesn't make mistakes. What's up, Angel? Good to see you, my boy Dante. All right. We're going to talk about pregame. We're going to do our PrizePicks entry today. There's a lot of March Madness specials. I think if you pick up Caitlin Clark, she's got a free square today. So there you go. What up, No Pill Zero? What's up, bro? Okay. So let's start off with this report that came out today that Rapalinka apparently passed on several good players in order to draft Jalen Hood-Schifino. So this is how it went. Let's start off with this one. So according to sources, the consensus pick was Kobe Buffkin, who I like as well coming out of college. I still like him. When he was selected 15 by the Atlanta Hawks, the Lakers had to scramble. Now, this should never happen. I'll say this. This should never happen. You should always have a plan A, B, C, and D. You shouldn't have to scramble on draft day. It means they were under-prepared. So I don't like that at all, right? So it says they had to scramble. Sources say the scouting department preferred Whitmore once Buffkin was off the board. So Cam Whitmore would have been a Laker. But Rob Pelinka and other higher-ups in the organization were concerned about his medical history. Pelinka having seen Jalen Hood-Schifino play well in the Big Ten Conference Tournament, saw something special and made the final decision to draft Jalen Hood-Schifino over Cam Whitmore. So there you have it. Just in case you guys didn't have closure on how that selection happened. Now, me personally, I like Jalen Hood still. I still think he's very raw. I think he's very young. And I think eventually he could come into his own, right? So I'm not too concerned with that pick. However, if we wanted an immediate impact, guys, we should have drafted either Cam Whitmore or that Podensky kid from the Warriors, or we should have drafted, especially my personal favorite from the bunch was Jaime Jaquez, who eventually got selected by the Miami Heat, and they basically got a gem. So, and Serge said he's not a fan of Jalen Hood-Schifino, but I hope I'm wrong. I'll say this. He's still very wet between the ears. I've been watching film of him play in Summer League. I wasn't too high on Jalen Hood-Schifino when we drafted him. I didn't know much about him. If you go back and watch the tape, I'll give you my breakdowns. Like, I don't know too much about this kid. I didn't really see him play. But a lot of mock drafts had him top 14. So I was happy with the pick because I trust the front office. I'm still okay with the pick. I'm not too disgruntled. I do believe they grabbed him as a project player for potential purposes. I don't think they grabbed him for somebody who was going to play major minutes this year. If they wanted to go that route, they definitely made a mistake. They should have went with Jaime Jaquez or Cam Whitmore or, like I said, Podemski. So they missed out on some key contributors this season in order to go with Jalen Hood-Schifino. But you never know. It could end up paying. It could end up paying late in his career, like later on, maybe 2-3 years down the road. Maybe he ends up being the best prospect from those players we mentioned. So you just never know. But yeah, that's just a little report that came out. Shout out to Lakers Daily for posting the article. And I just wanted to touch bases with you guys on that. So what do you guys think about that? Who would you guys have drafted and all of that stuff? Jonathan says, sad to hear that Aaron retired, but cheers to the great career. Aaron Donald's a special player, man. Special talent. And matter of fact, we're going to have something by the end of the night on Court Kings for Aaron Donald. So definitely go tap in, shopcourtkings.com. I think it might already be up. I don't have the ad yet, but it might already be up, man. We're definitely paying homage to the great Aaron Donald for sure. You know, he is a court king by all means. It's all about greatness. The website is all about greatness. So But yeah, that's the problem with that, man. And for those of you asking if I was live on playback, yes, I was. So make sure you guys follow me and turn on the little notification bell so you guys know when I go live. So yes, I was live on playback earlier today, I believe at 12 noon, and we definitely discussed some interesting topics. We definitely broke down, the whole situation with Paul Pierce joining. What is it? First, that's not called First Take. Undisputed. He joined Undisputed, and he was just hating. He was just hating and hating and hating, man. So, one of those things, man. Appreciate you, Sporty Mouse. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I like the name, by the way. All right, but anybody that wants to tap in with the watch party, join me over there on playback, and potentially Jalen and Diehard, they might be over there with your boy, and any of the Court Kings guys that want to join in are welcome to come at any time. So definitely go tap in. We have fun. We definitely interact with the chat. And yeah, I multicast stream, but the only thing is that sometimes I don't get to see all these comments first as the playback ones, because we're watching the game on that screen. So it's much better if you want to interact and get involved with the community. Go follow me over there on playback, and the link is right here. Search makes it very easy for you guys just to click and follow. Yeah, you know what? I already have the mod of mods, man. I appreciate the offer, bro, but I have my guys search. So thank you for the offer, but no thank you. My guy is taking good care of me, man. I appreciate it. What'd you think about Jimmy G acquisition, Dan? I wasn't too happy about the Jimmy G acquisition. I've never been a fan of his. I've always thought he's overrated. I usually don't like quarterbacks who don't have anything special to them. He doesn't have crazy good arm strength, doesn't have crazy good accuracy. He's a pocket quarterback, so we need good pocket protection for him. And I know he's a backup to Matthew Stafford, but I would have much preferred somebody who can get out of the pocket. I actually thought Baker Mayfield was perfect. It's too bad we couldn't re-sign him, and now he's shining. I'm happy for him, but that's what I would have did as far as that. Craig said Robbie P isn't a good GM. You think so? I like Rob Pelinka, man. Everybody makes mistakes along the way. Let's not forget that Bob Myers, who was a great GM for the Golden State Warriors, no longer a GM now, he's a commentator, passed on LaMelo Ball for I already forgot his name, for that center that ended up well, I don't like to use the word bust, but basically he hasn't lived up to the hype thus far. You never know. Could be a late bloomer. But for now, one of those things. But yeah, look, everybody makes mistakes, man. I think Rob Pelinka is a good GM. I think we're barely starting to scratch the surface of what he could do. They have, however, made a couple of missteps. One of them was hiring head coach Darvin Ham. And again, we talked about it earlier on Playback TV. But I'll just kind of remind you guys why I feel like Darvin is not a good head coach. First of all, lack of adjustments. We have seen the team do better when guys go missing because he doesn't have to make that many adjustments. He just plays whatever he has, right? So we have seen that. But as far as everything else goes, man, lack of adjustments. And, we just have to continue to improve. That's the main reason why. He hasn't improved as a head coach. The team has to be better. Listen, I ran a poll today. Let me go look at the poll. Let's see how the poll did today. So I asked the Laker faithful. I was like, listen, Laker faithful, how are we feeling? I said, good morning, Lakers fam. Lakers play today. And I want to know how many of you still have faith in this team. All right. Now, here are the percentages. There was 3 options. There's 125 votes with 2 hours left. So you can still vote on this poll. But option number 1 was season done, Dan, too late. That's 31% of folks believe the season is done. All right. 36.8%, which is the majority, believe we still have a chance. So I'm proud of you guys. You guys still definitely. I love the way you guys, stay patient and you continue to have hope till the end, right? So it's really not over until the end. But that's 36.5%. Now 31.7% are still on the fence, and the option is they have to show us. I'm right there with that 31.7%. I don't believe it's over, and I don't believe we still have a chance. I believe they have to show us to make me believe again, because this team, every night, somebody different shows up. And there it is. There's the link if you guys are interested in Aaron Donald's greatness, man. My guy Chris says they're already live and active. So we don't have the ads yet, but the t-shirts are live. They're fire. I promise you they're fire. Go check them out. What's up, KD? How you doing, brother? Let's see. Reddish can't be healthy. Vincent either. Vanderbilt as well. That's still not a good excuse for the way we've played this season, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is that this team has the talent to compete as we are right now. D'Angelo's healthy. Austin Reeves is healthy. Rui Hachimura is healthy. Most importantly, LeBron James and Anthony. Well, not today potentially, but for the most part, AD and LeBron have been healthy. Why are we only 4 games above 500 in the West? Right? There's no excuses for the way we have been, and that's the unfortunate part. And matter of fact, we're 10th in the standings right now. We're 36 and 32. Warriors ahead of us at 35 and 31, so they have one less loss. They're ahead of us. The Suns are way ahead of us now at 39 and 29, so it's becoming out of reach to get to the 8th and 7th seed. We saw Kyrie Irving hit that spectacular game winner. By the way, I'll be covering more teams here as the season winds down, especially towards we head to the playoffs, because, man, and especially on Playback. So if you guys do want to watch together, again, first 20 get the VIP pass. Follow me over there on Playback, guys. But wow. That Kyrie Irving game winner was amazing. I wasn't watching it live. I had stepped out to the store, but I was watching the game earlier, and I could see he had a little pep to his step, man. I could see he was facilitating, orchestrating the offense exceptionally well. So Kyrie is a special talent. But back to pregame for tonight's game. We faced the Atlanta Hawks, and they just whooped the hell out of the Clippers, right? And the Hawks, believe it or not, forget about their record. They're not as bad as they seem. They're 30 and 37, 7 games below 500, but they're a very dangerous team. This is a team that, like we said, they just whooped the Clippers on the road in the Clippers' house. They really don't have a house right now, but in the Clippers' house, quote unquote, they whooped the Clippers 110-93, and Kawhi played, so no excuses. So we're gonna have to watch out for some of these players. We know that DeJounte Murray just had himself a ball game. How do I know? I picked him up on PrizePicks. 21 points, 10 assists, 2 rebounds. So we got to watch out for him, and he's looking to show the Lakers why they should have traded for him, right? Why they should have traded for him. He's going to come out here, I promise you, and he's going to give us that work. So, man, it's going to be crazy tonight. But, LeBron James is there. Even if AD doesn't play, he's a game-time decision. That's the update. That's the last update we had on him. He is a game-time decision, right? He's questionable. So, the thing is, with that whole situation, is that if the Lakers lose tonight, if the Lakers lose tonight, what is going to be the excuse for us? Like, this has been the least excited I have been for a Laker game in a long time, especially at this stage of the season. Usually I'm super hyped. We're building towards something. We're heading in a direction. This team is identityless still today. So if they lose tonight, man, the sky is going to fall, fam. Laker fans are just going to, I think they're ready to throw in the towel. But hopefully they give us a little bit of hope, start building back up, and win tonight. I mean, we're going to see this thing all the way through. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nobody tapping out over here on this side, right? But let's see. I'll read a couple of comments. Let's see what you guys are talking about. My guy said, salute. Downey, much love from Downey, California. Slide through. We got good food spots, man, and chicas. I got my own chica already. I'm taking care of that department. But as far as the food spots, hey, you're talking to the right guy, man. And I be down there in Downey all the time. My brother lives down there. If you guys are ever in the area, go visit Biohazard Smoke Shop in Firestone Avenue, I believe. Yeah, it's located on Firestone. And right there in Downey, man, it's pretty damn dope. Tell them DTLF sent you. They give you some sort of a discount, man. So definitely check them out. But appreciate the invite, man. Thank you so much. My guy said, hey, Dan, this team is bad in the perimeter defense and offense, rebounding, and have no offensive schemes and late game situations. They have no offensive schemes, period. If you pay attention tonight, all of our offenses, most of it is generated in transition, alpha stops. That's why it's crucial we play good defense and crash the glass. So we've been struggling in the glass. And then secondly, LeBron James and AD creating individual offense or some shooter coming off of a screen for a three. That is very predictable offense, but that's what it's predicated on. That's basically it. I figured it out as a fan. You don't think these professional coaches and NBA teams are figuring us out? Of course they are, man. So my guy said he's in Southgate, man. Small world. I be down there all the time, fam. Who do you think is guarding Trae Young? I mean, it's going to have to be either D'Lo or Austin. But it's going to have to be by committee. And most importantly, when we play younger teams, we can't turn the ball over because that's where they cook us. Guys like DeJounte like to get out in transition. Obviously, Trae Young, guys like that, they like to cook. And again, the Hawks, they're coming out here playing with a chip on their shoulders. Nobody's counting on them. Those are some of the most dangerous teams, fam. Some of the most dangerous teams for sure, man. But we'll see. He's trying to set me up. Nah, he can't set me up, bro. I'm a loyal dude. There's no way anybody can set me up, bro. I'm good. But yeah, he tried. He tried, huh? He said, yo, Dan in chat. And search salute. What's up, brother? How you doing, Hanson? He said, I'm taking my first pilot lesson on Friday. Congratulations, man. That's big news. That's big news, man. We're very happy for you. I'm sure the Laker community is happy as well. That's what's up, bro. Make us proud out there. And I would usually say break a leg, but no, stay safe out there. stay safe out there on the airwaves, man. Yo, the Suns are probably going to be letting go of some people, maybe Nurkic. Let's trade Wood and Gabe Vincent for him. Well, trade deadline's over, my friend. I know what you're talking about, though. This offseason, we'll see. We will see. Right now, I'm focused on the regular season. But yeah, this offseason is going to get very interesting, RZ, and I'll be here to cover it for you guys from end to end. From the moment the offseason starts to the moment it ends, I'll be here 365 days a year. Got you guys, man. So hit that post notification bell and subscribe if you already haven't, chat. If y'all haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to me on here and subscribe to me over there. Obviously, it's not called subscribe, but follow me over there on Playback TV as well. My guy said they didn't notify me this time, but shout out to Dtlf. What's up, brother? Hey, welcome, bro. It's all good. Better late than never, right? As they like to say, better late than never. We here, and we'll be over there at Playback later on as well. Young is out. It's Murray. It's Murray only. Is it? Okay. Thank you for informing us, Jonathan. Well, it's still going to be a dangerous game because we know, like I said, DeJounte Murray is going to want to cook the Lakers for not trading for him. Hey, Dan, you think about Pelinka overhaul? He said, did you talk? I think you meant talk about Pelinka overhauling the scouts to draft Jalen Hood-Schifino over Hawkins. Yeah, I touched on that earlier. Matter of fact, that was the first topic I touched on during the video. But yeah, my thing is everybody makes mistakes, right? We're not gonna kill Rob Pelinka over that, right? We're not gonna murk Rob Pelinka over that. So everybody makes mistakes, and like I said, Bob Myers, one of the best GMs in the game when he was in the game, right? When he was helping build the Warriors into the dynasty they became, even drafted, what was his name? What was the center's name? I already forgot. See, that's the problem. When players don't play good, you know what I'm saying? Like the name is just like a faint memory. He plays for the Pistons now, but they drafted him over LaMelo. And so that'll happen. That'll happen. Sometimes you'll miss out on a franchise player. I thought we should have got Jaime Jaquez. He was on my scouting board, right? Wiseman, thank you. James Wiseman. That was a horrible pick for them. And at the time, it was hard to tell because they needed a big man. It looked like a great pick. Wiseman looked like he was going to be the next big thing. But sometimes you hit and sometimes you fail. So you never know with these players. Yeah, no breaking anything, Hanson. We got you, bro. It's all love over here on this side. Who's going to stop Capella, Dan, if AD don't play tonight? Nobody. It's going to have to be by committee, but I'm scared of the small ball stuff. It always cooks us, man. What's up, KJ? See you on Playback TV tonight, brother. Hopefully, assuming you're free. Is there any chance Darvin Ham stays for next season? Slim to none. If we're being honest, slim to none chance that he stays for next season, bro. If I'm keeping it a buck with you, man. But who knows? Who knows? At the end of the day, if he stays, he's going to have to overachieve from this moment on. These final 14 games and in the play-in tournament, assuming we get there, and in the playoffs, he's going to have to overachieve. I don't think anything short of the Western Conference Finals will let him keep his job. He says, speaking of Wiseman, I wouldn't mind having him. We could use any big. I agree with that. I agree with that. My guy said, I'm free always for the Lakers. That's right, my boy. Hey, listen, I'm excited for tonight's game, even though I shouldn't be because, our Lakers are toxic. It's like being in a toxic relationship. Super toxic. Appreciate you, Serge. My guy, Serge, always promoting that Stanley Johnson interview I had with him about a month ago, man. Awesome. I appreciate that, bro. I'm on Darvin Ham. He needs to go. I think 99% of Lakers Nation agrees with you. The only percentage of Lakers Nation that doesn't agree with you probably works for the Lakers or is related to Darvin Ham. So I think 99.9% of Lakers Nation agrees with you, bro. And it's only a matter of time before something does come to fruition as far as the Darvin Ham situation. But I want to talk more about the keys to tonight's game. Now, obviously, the Hawks, they're a three-point shooting team. They're a transition team. They don't really have like a half-court identity like that, right? But they can get up there and score points, as they demonstrated. A couple of nights ago, they had 122 versus the Jazz. You know, saying just the other day they had 110 versus the Clippers. So versus they can score, but the key here, and if you look at their recent games, if you hold them under 110, you have a great chance of beating them, right? And most importantly, we have to lock in and key on two players. Player number one, Dejounte Murray. Like I said, he's coming to LA. He's looking to do some damage, right? He's going to make the Lakers think twice about why they didn't trade for him. Hopefully, D'Lo is up for the task today because it's going to be one of those games where fans just go off on D'Lo if he has a bad game, and then Dejounte Murray balls out. I could already see it. Oh, we should have traded for him. Oh, I could already see it. So hopefully not, and hopefully we get this done. And the second player, obviously, with AD potentially missing tonight, assuming he does, will be Clint Capella because he's a big body, big guy, can crash the glass, get those second chance opportunities, all these things. So we got to watch out for those couple of players. Those are the ones, right? We stack chips once. Blood, she said. So Palenka talked about getting Jalen Hood-Schifino over Whitmore. Yes, unfortunately, he was concerned with the medicals, and they didn't draft him. What up, sis? How you doing? Good to see you. As always, much love. Yeah, so it's true, guys. For those of you that weren't here earlier and want me to touch on it again, I got you. So pretty much, right, the report was that according to the sources, the consensus pick was Kobe Buffkin, who I like myself, right? But when he was selected 15 by the Hawks, the Lakers had to scramble. And again, I don't agree with this whole scramble situation. You should not be scrambling. You should not be scrambling to make a draft pick on draft night when you should have like 10 options. 10, you know, you should already have your pecking order. It shouldn't be like a last minute decision. That's how you mess up. So they scrambled, and according to people, once he was off the board, Palenka and others in the organization were concerned about Cam Whitmore's medical history. So they vetoed what the actual scouting department wanted with Whitmore, and they ended up taking Jalen Hood-Schifino. However, I don't want to be too hard on this situation because I've already mentioned it's tough in the draft. You just never know what you're going to get. Sometimes players look phenomenal in college and they don't translate to the NBA, right? Adam Morrison, Emeka Okafor, guys like that have been great examples of that, right? Sometimes the collegiate level and basketball level just doesn't mesh, and sometimes they're mid in college and then they come to the NBA and they become stars, right? They're there's so many players in the history. Man, Donovan Mitchell, nobody knew he was going to be a superstar. Look at him. A lot of people passed on him. Now look at him. I wouldn't say a superstar. I'll say an all-star. Nobody knew he was going to be an all-star. Damian Lillard out of Weber State University. Nobody was really looking at him like that, and look at him, right? So I don't want to be too hard on the Lakers front office. They've made some really good selections over the past, and some even with undrafted free agents and prospects and even G Leaguers that they have brought up, like Caruso, guys like that. But yeah, it didn't look like a great pick because it felt like the Lakers needed bodies, especially it gets more highlighted with injuries. More than ever, we could have definitely used a Jaime Jaquez right now. We could have definitely used the Cam Whitmore right now with all these injuries, right? So it looks a lot worse, but time will tell. We still don't know what Jalen Hood-Schifino is. I remember last year people were really hard on Max Christie, and this year people really like him and even clamor for him to get more used in the rotation, right? So I don't want to go too crazy on a front office for that. And you guys know me with young players, I'm super patient, right? Super, super patient. So I'm a wait and see approach with Jalen Hood. What if he does pan out? What if he does turn out to be a good player? But we will know. We will know in the future. You know, time will tell. He said, oh my God, Kurt. Oh my God, Kurt. Kurt said, just like women, you should have 10 options. Oh my goodness. You, sir, are going to be in the doghouse if you have a woman. Day says he holds the ball too long and doesn't create an offense for his teammates. Who are we talking about? Who's he? Get D'Lo and AR and AD going early. Feed them. Okay. D'Lo should have a good game. I haven't given up on him. I am also confident in his play during the play-in and playoffs. I don't think anybody's given up on D'Lo. The only thing is it just looked bad that he went on podcast and was talking shit. And the next two games he laid an egg. So hopefully tonight he bounces back. I believe he will. I believe he can. He's going to need to. Otherwise, the murmurs and the chatter is going to get louder. It's part of LA. Everything is scrutinized, right? Everything is scrutinized. Tara says, now why the fuck would you veto the scouting department? Let them do their jobs. Now we stuck with Jalen Hood-Schifino. He said some personnel should stay in their lane. Well, to be fair, I'll say this, Tara. GMs or should I say, general managers, front office executives, they have the power over even scouts. Scouts' job is usually to tell you who, recommend who they would like you to take. And at the end of the day, you still have to make the final decision. So, I mean, most GMs make the final call. They always, obviously, they're in touch with ownership. They're in touch with their scouts and their coaching staff. Everything factors into it. But yeah, it sounds bad because of the way it looks this year. However, what if next year we come in and Jalen Hood is actually balling? You know what I mean? Like, what if? So I don't want to give up on Jalen Hood. I know he had a horrible season. He's averaging like 1 point something points per game this year. He can't hit the side of a backboard. Like, he looks bad right now. But we'll see. We'll see what he looks like next year and the year after that. And I pray for the kid. I feel sorry for him. I really do. It's a lot of pressure to come in here in LA. And I thought it would be cool because he'll come in, he'll show some flashes of brilliance. He did in summer league, but again, summer league and regular NBA season is two completely different things. As we can remember, Colin Castleton looked amazing. Not Castleton. Who was the other one? Who was the other white center who looked good in summer league, and then the Lakers gave him a shot and just didn't look good at all. So I mean, two different levels, but we'll see. We'll see with Jalen Hood. It does sound bad. I would have loved, like I said, Jaime Jaquez. I dropped the video. He was on my scouting board. I would have loved Cam Whitmore. Obviously, his athleticism, his excitement during draft day when he was still on the board. I was like, Cam Whitmore, take Cam Whitmore. But it didn't happen, right? And mistakes always do happen. Like I said, Warriors, they drafted James Wiseman over LaMelo Ball. The Timberwolves drafted Johnny Flynn over Steph Curry. Like, there's been some real bad blunders. Even the Lakers drafted Lonzo Ball over Tatum, over guys like that. So there's been blunders before. There's been worse ones too. So anytime you have a draft pick, you hope you get the best player, and time will tell what happens there. Ozzy said Jalen Hood-Schifino looks great in the G League. How long do you think it will take to transition? Probably like 1 or 2 years. We still have Max Christie. We have plenty of young talent that still needs to develop. Max Christie still needs more time to develop. Austin Reeves still hasn't hit his peak. I mean, we've seen flashes of it, like when he went off versus Boston, but he still hasn't hit the top of his game. So, some players, look at D'Lo. D'Lo was playing the best out of his career at the age of 27, 28. So some players are late bloomers like that, and they don't really shine till way later. Are Laker fans going to be patient? Probably not, but we'll see. Again, let's hope for the best for the youngsters, man. You hate to see them struggling and scrutinized, but it comes with the territory. It comes with the millions, with all the zeros you get paid. It's a part of the job. You got to develop thick skin, right? Especially in this industry. Yes, thank you, Jay Huff. Jay Huff was that. He was cold. He was cold in the summer league several times, and then he was averaging like 3-4 blocks in summer league. Then he came to the NBA. He couldn't get anything. He couldn't dunk anything. He couldn't shoot anything. He couldn't block anything. I mean, it sucked, man. Jonathan said, do you think Bron should take a step back to D'Lo and AR? I addressed this earlier, man, on Playback TV, but I'm going to address it for now because that's what they said. That's what Paul Pierce and Skip and all these guys, they were trying to pin it on LeBron for how the Lakers been struggling lately. I pin it on everybody. Like, the players got to be more vocal. If they need the ball in their hands, they got to communicate this to Bron. You can't be afraid. That's number one. And thanks for Super Chat, Jonathan. I appreciate you. They got to communicate it to Bron. There has to be like a back and forth. D'Lo talked about it on his podcast, how he was more vocal, and there wasn't too many people in the locker room that were vocal, right? So he came in here, and from the beginning, he said he was vocal. So we need to see more of that. And then on top of that, I blame LeBron to a certain degree, but at the same time, LeBron was passing the rock the last game. Guys weren't hitting anything. They were wide open. So this is on the coaching staff and why we should have an inside-out game, not just an outside-out game. Because they consistently and constantly are shooting three-pointers even when it's not going in. And then LeBron gets into desperation mode and Captain Save-A-Ho mode, and now he's going all crazy and ball hogging and doing whatever he has to do. And I'm not mad at him for that because guys weren't hitting shots. So it's a culmination of things. I think the coaching staff has to do a way better position of putting said players in positions to succeed. Look at Spencer Dinwiddie. We've acquired him. He really hasn't made an impact. He's had a couple of good games, but he's had more bad games because they're just either spotting him up and letting him shoot threes or making him basically a passer first instead of having him be aggressive and look for his shot at being one of the first ones to come off the bench, right? So that's a huge problem for me. And a lot of the times these guys just they don't thrive because of the coaching staff. So we've seen it in the past with young players that the Lakers have had. They don't use them right, and then they go out to other teams and they play lights out. Too many times, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I don't agree with the pundits and all the analysts that were saying is LeBron's fault. I actually get more mad at LeBron when he's too passive. And you know what I'm saying? I think he needs to set the tone early on and come out aggressive. But you know, there's a time and a place for everything. He kind of likes to ride the wave, see how the teammates are doing, then he goes from there. Where I will critique LeBron is his defense. All right, I know he's old, I know he's 39, I get it. But at times, man, he doesn't even raise his hands. He seems disinterested in that side. That's the side that I will critique him more than his offensive side for sure. So as far as him taking a step back, I would like to see it, but guys have to pull up and retrieve that torch and carry it forward. Otherwise, if you're a superstar and you've been carrying all your life and you finally start taking a step back and guys don't take advantage of that, guess what's going to happen? You're going to revert back into your old ways. So there was some truth into what they said. We broke it down earlier at 12 noon. Again, I will be doing those daily over there on Playback TV exclusively. That way I don't get demonetized here on this channel. So go follow me over there if you guys already have it. All right? Because a lot of good content coming, especially during the summer. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff over there. So tap in. Tap in, ladies and gentlemen. Tap in. But great questions, guys. You guys are killing it today. Diehard said, remember, it said on Playback last week. He said, I said on Playback last week that Bron should take a step back and also play less minutes. I was mad when I said it, but they do need to find a balance. That's on the coaching staff for sure. He don't really control how many minutes he plays. That's the coaching staff, right? And if they're lacking a game plan, they're going to put him out there as a savior to you know, cover up a lot of holes. So I get it. I get it. I do think he needs to take a pay cut this summer, though. That way we can get some more role players and some more, potentially a third star to come here and actually do something. All right. Whew. All right. So it's time. It is time, y'all, for prize picks. Let's pull it up right now, fam. Let's pull up some prize picks right now and get to work here, man, because they have some cool little promos on prize picks today. They got the Kaylin Clark one. So I'm going to pick this one up, even though, as you can see, 114 hours till her game ticks off. So you won't win any money by today. But, hey, winning is winning, right? In the words of Vin Diesel. So even if you win today, you got to wait a couple of days. If you get the other picks right, it's going to be worth it. All right. So Austin Reeves really struggled last night. I'm going to pick him up. Or not last night, but the last game. I'm going to pick him up. I think he's going to redeem himself here. He should hit 3 threes, hopefully. Hopefully, right? So we're going to start with that. How much should I play 5 today? We'll start with that, and let's go with if you guys have any suggestions for me in the chat, make sure to go ahead and let me know. No Draymond today. 7.5 is a little too high. Did I see the Goblins promo? That's the one where if you pick all green Goblins and you hit, you get what? What was the promo again? I forgot. But yeah, it's up there for sure. Ozzy said if the Lakers miss the playoffs, I still believe LeBron and AD should a good chunk off of the blame. Oh, for sure. They're the stars. So they do get a good chunk of the blame. And then you have to start considering if their time is up as well, bro. I talked about this the last game we played. Yeah, I was more upset then, but it's the truth of the matter is that, you know. I'm going to pick up Jonathan Kuminga. It's the Knicks, and you know what I'm saying, like, this dude's been balling out. So I'm going to pick him up. I don't know. Kuminga is like a rising star right now. I'm picking him up. Oh, where else we going, chat? Where else we going right here on the prize picks today? $250 free entry if you hit. I might put in 2 entries. I might do all Goblin one, and I might do that one. So we'll see. Who else are we taking, though, for this one? I'm going to do this one first, and then I'll do the Goblin one later. Let's go with points and rebounds. I mean, Ayton could hit, but they really don't feature him a lot in the offense, man. I've seen it. Saboner, man. And he's going up against Memphis. They might blow them out, so I don't know about that. This one I kind of like. What y'all think of this Josh Hart one? Mike Conley, 9.5 plus points. Green Goblins should be easy for him. I don't want to play any Goblins on this entry, though. I'm going to wait for the next entry to play the Goblins. For the next entry, is going to be all Goblins. For this one's going to be high, mid-risk, high reward. That's what I want to go with today. Desmond Bain, 22 points. Nah, a little risky going up against. Although Sacramento does push the pace. I will say that. Where else are we going? Let's go to points, rebounds, assists. This is a stat I like. Especially when we have a player like Caruso, or maybe, let's see, who else? Do they have Josh Hart here? Let's see who else they have here. Somebody who does a little bit of everything would fit perfectly here. They do have Josh Hart. I like this one. Although he hasn't hit, that's surprising. You would think he would hit at least 30 points, rebounds, assists, right? My guy wants me to open up the phone lines. I'll tell you what, after tonight, I might do it tonight. I never open them up pregame, though. But I might open up the phone lines post-game for sure. I might have you there. So don't worry about that. Icy got to have a big game here, man. Icy got to have a big game here. Icy got to have a big game here. What about Rui? What about Rui? Let's pick up Rui. Pick up Rui here. I think points, rebounds, assists. Going up against ATL. I think he should be straight, hopefully. Hopefully, right? So that's going to be my first entry. All right, so we're going to have, obviously, Caitlin Clark. She's a staple for today. It's a free pick, free square. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to give me 70. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Bam, why not? That's going to be the first one. That's definitely the first one right there, fam. First one right there. So we're going to go, again, Caitlin, over on Austin Reeves on threes. Jonathan Kuminga, we're going to go 19.5 over, and then points, rebounds, assists. I like this stat a lot. It hits most of the time, so hopefully it will. Phone calls are starting to become a regular thing. So again, if people are upset, I might open up the phone lines. We'll see. And by the way, don't forget to use promo code DTLF, guys, for 100% deposit match guaranteed. All right. So let's start a brand new. This one we're gonna do the Goblins promo. It's gonna be all Goblins on this promotional thing right here. So. All right, so let's see, what are the surefire Goblins? So Sabowner, yeah, we got to pick him up. He's annoying, but he is good. We're going to go with, we're going to get Clint Capella on rebounds. Hell yeah, we know the Lakers suck at rebounding. Clint is going to have a field day. Hey, what's up, Solitary? He said, hey, Dan, always brighten up my evening. Listen to your pre- and post-game shows. God bless y'all out there. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Let's see. What other Goblins we picking up, chat? What and how many do we have to get, by the way, in order to do the promo? I'm curious. How many Green Goblins we got to get to do the promo? All right, Kuminga is guaranteed at this rate, especially with the fast pace the Knicks play with. How many Green Goblins we got to do in order? Let me go look at the promos. It should be under promos. Oh, they don't have it. But I saw it earlier. I did see it earlier. It was there. It was there. Is it just me or did they kind of spike up the Green Goblins here? They're kind of high. They're kind of low-key high, if I do say so myself. Yeah, let's take Barnes. Barnes definitely going to get the 10 points here required. What else? What else? What are the Goblins we got over here? Ghouls and Goblins, man. Let me ask the chat. Who do you guys like in the Goblins? I had good Green Goblins and they removed them. Oh, that sucks. You do a 3-man flex play, so if it doesn't hit, you still get the 250. You're right. You too intelligent, man. I'll do the 4. I'll do the 4. I don't think you could do flex. Can you do flex? You can do flex. You can do flex. Let's do 5, man. I'm gonna play low. Gonna play low today. I think all 3 of these are gonna hit though. Let me just add one more. Let me add one more. Let's go with. Man, they spiked up the Goblins. I'm not happy about that. Come on, PrizePicks. Come on, PrizePicks. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Green Goblin. Let's do a different category. Let's do turnovers. They better have Draymond Green on turnovers. This dude stays turning the ball over. Nope. Don't have him. Have any Goblins for points, turnovers, assists? No Goblins there. All right. What about rebounds? Goblins on rebounds. Kind of like the Goblins on the rebounds. Jaren Jackson, can he get 4? He better, bro. If he don't get this amount of rebounds, I'm going to, oh my God. If he don't get 5 rebounds, he's the worst. I'll do the 5. I'll do the 5. I feel good about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the 5. Let's go with that. That'll be the Goblin entry right there. I had some extra promo money, so I just go ahead and use it. Good to go, though. Good to go. So that's gonna be the 2 entries for the day right there, fam. Again, so much content coming. So much content coming. I'll tell y'all this, man. Y'all gonna want to stick around because even in the off season is gonna get active both on here and playback. Playback. Y'all remember the segment when I wanted to watch highlights with you guys, old school retro highlights, and I couldn't do it because YouTube kept deleting my content? Well, playback is going to allow me to do it. So that's coming this summer when we are limited on basketball activities. I got you guys there. Man, it's so much. The food reviews are finally coming, fam. All of that. Yeah, of course. I could do anything on playback. I mean, full entertainment, full blown out entertainment. I could literally watch comedy videos with y'all on playback. It's whatever you guys want. So again, make sure you guys follow me. You see my guys search right here. We'll be going live for tonight's watch party over there. So that's going to be awesome. We got to watch some Rams games. I'm not sure if if they have the NFL license yet, but in the future, for sure, man. I mean, that platform continues to grow. It might even overtake this one because they're more fair with their creators on that side. So let's make sure to support. And if you guys want more content, y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button. I'll see you guys here for post game, and I'll see you guys over on playback for the watch party. All right, enjoy, guys. Go Lakers. Let's get this dub. Oh, before I forget, 3 keys to tonight's game. Key number 1 is whether AD plays or not, we have to come out here with a sense of urgency. That means get out of the gates early, control the tempo, and do what we have to do early on. That's number 1. Key number 2, don't turn the ball over. And I think this one has to be a staple. Every night we play, I always say this, don't turn the ball over. Turnovers lead to transition buckets. You lose momentum, you start losing the game, and eventually you lose these games. So the game is at 7:30, by the way, Tommy. So I'll see you guys over on playback at 7:30. Make sure to get there early for the VIP passes. Absolutely. Thank you, Serge. And then key number 3, man, is going to be LeBron James. He's got to control the tempo tonight. Whether he's aggressive or passive, he has to read the team. If the team is responding, you get them more involved. You allow D'Lo to do his thug fizzle. He has to come out here and outplay DeJounte and prove why we didn't trade him tonight. And if they're not responding, LeBron gonna have to take over again. It's desperation time. So whether the pundits like it or not, sometimes LeBron has to take over. And I actually like aggressive LeBron. I really do. So hopefully that comes to fruition. But thank you guys again for another fun pregame. And again, thank you to everybody who joined me on playback earlier today, man, for good take, bad take. That's always fun. And I will see you guys here later. All right. Enjoy the game. Go Lakers, baby. Let's